In the heart of the African savanna, where the sun kisses the golden grasslands, there lived a mighty lion named Assad. Assad was the undisputed king of his pride, feared and respected by all. His roar echoed across the plains, a daily reminder of his dominance. But Assad, for all his might, had a fatal flaw. He took his time for granted. While his pride hunted and patrolled, Assad often lounged under the shade of the acacia trees, basking in the sun and letting the hours slip by. Not far from the savannah, there lived a man named Daniel, a farmer known for his diligence and resourcefulness. Daniel worked tirelessly from sunrise to sunset, tending to his crops and ensuring his family's survival. Time, to him, was the most valuable resource, and he made sure never to waste it. One particularly hot afternoon, Assad lay under his favorite tree, watching a herd of antelope graze in the distance. He was hungry, but he felt no urgency to hunt. "I am the king," he thought to himself. "The antelope will still be there when I'm ready." Meanwhile, Daniel was hard at work, reinforcing the fences around his fields. He knew the rains were coming soon, and any delay could jeopardize his harvest. As he worked, he noticed dark clouds gathering on the horizon. "Time waits for no one," he muttered to himself, quickening his pace. Hours passed, and the sky grew darker. Assad finally decided to rise and hunt, but as he approached the herd, a sudden clap of thunder startled the antelope, and they scattered. Frustrated and still hungry, Assad growled, "Why did I wait?" Now the opportunity is gone. The storm rolled in, and rain began to pour. Assad sought shelter in a nearby cave, but he was not alone. A snake had already claimed the space, and it hissed in warning. Startled, Assad backed away and spent the night in the open, drenched and miserable. Hunger gnawed at his stomach, and the cold seeped into his bones. For the first time, the mighty lion felt powerless. The next morning, as the rain subsided, Assad wandered toward the river, weak and dejected. There he saw Daniel, who had already started his day's work. The farmer was repairing a water channel damaged by the storm. Despite the challenges, Daniel moved with purpose, each action deliberate and efficient. Assad approached, his pride momentarily set aside. "Human," he called out, his voice low and strained. "How is it that you accomplish so much while I, the king of beasts, find myself defeated by a single storm?" Daniel looked up, surprised to see the lion in such a state. "Mighty Assad," he said, "it is not strength alone that secures one's survival. It is how we use the time we are given. Yesterday, while you rested, I prepared for the storm. I could not stop it from coming, but I was ready when it did." Assad lowered his head, humbled by the farmer's words. "I have wasted so much time, believing it endless. What should I do now?" Daniel smiled gently. "Learn from this moment, Assad. Time is a gift, but it is also a responsibility. Use it wisely. Plan for the future. Act with purpose, and never let complacency steal your opportunities." From that day forward, Assad changed his ways. He rose with the sun, patrolled his territory diligently, and hunted with focus. He even began teaching the younger lions in his pride the value of preparation and effort. No longer did he take his time for granted. Daniel, too, continued his life of hard work, but he often thought of the lion who had learned the same lesson he held dear. Their story became a legend in the savannah, a reminder to all who heard it that time, once wasted, can never be reclaimed. And so, as the sun rose over the golden plains, both man and lion greeted each new day with gratitude and purpose, for they had learned that the clock is always ticking, and every moment matters.